everyone, it's Athena and welcome back to my channel. And thank you all for your continued support. Okay, so today the word of the day is listen. And when you listen, that's God speaking to you. And also, if you rearrange the letters in listen, it becomes and spells silent. So it's something to think about. Okay, let's get started with a general reading for all for Wednesday, the middle of the week, the 26th of February, 2020. Okay, one more shuffle. Almost lost those cards. Okay, let's go. Let's see what's happening for today. That's not it. It's this one. Looking back at what you've been through, you should be proud at what you've been through, right? This is a strong warrior who has gone and fought, the good fight, right? And now is courageous. Even though he's sitting on this, stairway, this step, his armor is off, right? Almost to the point where he's like vulnerable. I'm also seeing the ancient, Egyptian times or European times of old through the sandals for whatever reason. These are sandals that, the Romans used to wear, right? So, for whatever reason, that may be important to some. And as well as the wrapping around the wrists, right? This is what the Romans used to wear in times of, right, Trojan, right? The Trojan War. Interesting. Okay, 3 of Cups. Okay, so we won the good fight, whatever that means to you. It was worth the fight. We became stronger. We won the war. We won the fight. And now we're here growing into a whole new self-empowered you. It's almost, it is, right? After winning the fight, celebrating, and now starting over from scratch to grow again, to heal, right? To heal and to grow. And when you win a fight, be it not literally a war, but when you win, you always find there's a vulnerable state of feeling kind of like you're back to your old self again. You feel worthy again, but it all starts with an innocence about you after you go through that. And it's like an inner strength of growth and healing to start over again, right? You fought the good fight, and now you're like, okay, all right, now I'm good. And see the pillars. Look at something's going on with, it could be, obviously in Italy, there's things going on for sure. God bless Italy, but also, this has ancient past ancient things reoccurring, potentially from ancient, something that was ancient is reoccurring now in the now. For whatever reason, I don't know what that is. we have the King of Cups. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So again, the pillars of strength. I do feel Italy for some reason, Europe. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here depicting that Ace of Cups, which is the vision and understanding that took place during this, during this literal war, if you will, whatever that is, and now starting over again, right? I don't feel it. It's a business, actually. I feel that whoever you were having words with or really needing to fight for your rights, you did it. You successfully accomplished that. And now you're feeling, it kind of humbled you. This humbled you. Whatever you went through has humbled you, for sure. Okay? This has humbled you. And this is all masculine on the board here. So this is a masculine energy here. There it is. This is what you've been through. Not easy. Not easy to go through a rebirth. Facing your shadow side, facing your fears. Someone had to face their fears in order to get back to the beginning again, right? Going back to a place of healing and nurturing. Maybe your childhood self didn't nurture from something that happened. It could have been from childhood. You didn't get over something from childhood. Here it is, right? And now you're healing all of that, right? So it's almost like you're going through a whole facing of your fears of that which you needed to heal from a long time ago. All right? It does depict something from childhood that was not resolved. And it could be the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is the Scorpio card. Facing your fears. You got to face your fears in order to get what you want. You have to face your fears in order to grow and heal, right? This gives you that vulnerability back again from youth that so many of us lose at one point in time. But this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio has fought the good fight. Again, Scorpio is coming up strong right here. The Kundalini rising, the rebirth, the transformation. Someone's going through a huge transformation after fighting the good fight. Yep. Courageously now moving forward, right? From the darkness into the light. You can see that it's plain as day. It is still nighttime out though. So allow for the growth to happen and to heal so that spiritually you can rise above. Your higher self is here. This is your higher self. Oh, sorry. This is your higher self. You have gotten to a sense of, you're going through a sense of purification, right? Banishing against negativity and your fears, which is all the darkness, yeah? So facing your fears, banishing those fears, and rising up to the occasion after a time of truly growing and healing and spiritually ascending, right? Your higher self came to say, this is what has to happen. All right, bottom of the deck, I heard stop. In the home, within and without. This is within. Now the doors of opportunity are open. Now you have the growth within yourself. That's your home. This is within you because the doors are opening now for opportunities. So moving forward now with great courage from whatever it was that you've been through, okay? You're going for whatever it is that you want now in terms of growing and healing your childhood self and now becoming who you are in the present moment. And you have ascended, you have gone through purification process with the King of Cups and the Death card. It's purifying your soul from the inside out and growing. Now you know better. Now you know that with great determination and strength of what you fight for or what you want in your life is what you get, right? Kind of feeling like at one point, I believe that you were too much in your head about what the heck's going on here, thinking about just too much negative thinking breeds confusion, right? It could be sleep issues and nightmares, right? Here's the bubble and someone's in there sleeping. You could be dreaming about someone and having like these nightmares, or it also could be on the other side of that could be insomnia, not sleeping in the home. Worried about a child. It could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, but this is like a young soul, and so is this. So being grounded and now being able to move forward after healing, purifying, and growing into, like, from your childhood now into this full-on, growth and higher peace and higher self with what you've been through. It could also be the healing and growing of the growth of children going through their, puberty, going through their time of, well, these are, looks like they're boys, but I'm not sure. But it could be the growth of boys turning into teenagers, right? It could be that process because it's somewhat similar to a purification, a rebirth, because they're growing. So that too could be happening here, where boys are turning into men and or boys are in their teenage years. This looks like boys going into teenage years, not necessarily men, but then I'm saying men because we have the King of Cups, okay? So you've matured. Hence, that's what it means, right? The worst is over. What you've been through, the foundation is here. Here's your foundation, right? So within is opening the doors now to the enlightenment that you've achieved. Your higher self came in to help you to move toward the light from the darkness with the Death card, yeah? So there is no more there is no more concern for like a breakdown, so to speak. Not in the literal sense, but it could be like, you've curtailed it through purifying it and healing it. So something from your past for sure that you had to heal from. Childhood, we do have 2 children. It could have been also this could be siblings that you are trying to heal from childhood. I mean, this is definitely reminds me of something that happened a way long time ago because of the way this warrior is dressed, okay? So it looks like someone had to really heal from their childhood in order to mature and become who they are today, right? And in the meantime, going through this, it caused a lot of anguish, of overthinking, confusion, not sleeping. This is dropping the ego, literally. And look, then you have the sun, Leo. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, pretty much is how I'm feeling. All of those signs. The sun brings masculinity, right? This is a masculine self. Here it is. You have attained. This could be the cycle of growing from boy to teenager to adulthood. That could be exactly what happened here, right? Successfully, right? Achieving it, of course. Happiness, great happiness. And now all of the past has been healed and you have moved through everything and healed it so that you can now move forward with great power in knowing that, you've matured. Wow. All these cards for a child becoming a man. A young soul turns in, through the experiences of life, is now an old soul through this, spiritual healing, etc. Nice. We must nurture our childhood self. It's important to forgive ourselves, to go through that whole rebirth so that you can transform. And that's what it is. These are boys transforming into men. They could be brothers, it could be friends, it could be just family members that grew up together that needed to, both of them going and experiencing. It could be brothers that you say you're my brother, but they're not by blood. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Okay? Let's get a couple more cards here. Okay, so you have to withdraw. To go through a rebirth, you do withdraw. It's just part of the universal force. When you're in the void, you withdraw yourself completely from the equation. You start praying. It's always good to pray, even when things are going well, and being grateful for what we have, because we know that not only do we pray when we are in need of help, we know that praying is always good to also pray with gratitude. This is the ebb and flow of life, the ebb and flow of the transition of the cycle that one goes through when one matures, right? There it is. This is the transformation from childhood to adulthood. Someone grew up, basically. That's it in a nutshell. Someone grew up and now the page can be turned, right? The book of life. This is our book of life saying now you can turn the page because you have matured. There you faced it. You faced the darkness. You faced your shadow side with great courage and bravery. Being brave and courageous are two different things, because I believe that being brave and courageous, even though it sounds the same, one has to literally go to the depths of despair, because the other one's in the light and one's in the dark, right? So you have to merge the two, and in order to merge the two and grow, then you become. You have to let go, though, in order to become mature. And, it was not easy to face your fears, because you go through a whole process during a transformative time. I mean, it's not easy to transform from or to go from light to dark. And here is the truth. So that is the universe confirming that this is indeed what has happened. A boy has grown into adulthood, a man. Boy and man. There could be two, or it could just be one that heals, and the action that was needed to take you through this transformation. So now the slate is clean. So now walk in peace and choose wisely. Choose your friends wisely. Why do I say that? Because these are seagulls, right? Or geese. In whatever, let's just say, either way, this is about who you hang out with. Your friends, who you choose to be around, depict who you are going to become now as an adult. Even though you're an adult, you went through a transformation because you had to heal stuff from your past. Okay? So now, don't overthink about it. Don't obsess over things. Just try to get sleep. Right? We dropped our ego. It's right here. We faced our fear. We faced our ego. and we said, okay, I'm only walking in truth, and now I'm choosing better friends, life partners, soulmates, family. It's gonna be a whole new ball game here for this King of Cups. Because now this King of Cups is balanced because they have matured. Yin and yang, right? Masculine, feminine. One card from the Ascended Masters and or Archangels to close up the reading. Oh my gosh, they gave us 3. All right, very good. Transcendence. Lord Shiva comes in to say this is exactly what you have gone through. Transcendence. Rise up now and honor your inner force. Steps are being given. It's time to dance with the universe. Absolutely. This is a beautiful transformation. We also have on the board 1, 2, hold on, 2 sevens, if I'm not mistaken. No, 3 sevens. Here are the 3 sevens on the board. You have been spiritually guided to go through this, to gain maturity, and you just basically grow up. Not in a bad way, okay? I mean, it's not bad to grow up, even though we always want to remain childlike. The Mother Mary has been helping this individual to grow and to move through their transformation. Love and peace. Let go of the need to be right, all right? And also choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So this King of Cups was also trying to heal his child, I'm saying masculine, his mother wounds from childhood. And that's how he became transformed and an adult. So universal help for sure here. Huge. How could you not? You don't transform without the help of the universe, you know. That's not possible. Mary Magdalene, again, this could be the mother. Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. This is great love, yes? The red. It's also about the energy now and the strength and courage like we've been through to go forward, right? Now it's time to get yourself back, to a place where you have the energy and the vitality to move forward. But you're doing so with the purity and the truth, right? The purity and the truth that I believe was holding you back. It was holding you back. So that's why you have now matured and moving forward, very peaceful, very powerful, and happy. Have a great day.